Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and a quick update over at the Donetsk Front. So at the Donetsk Front, there is two sides, and one of the side is you must press the subscribe button now. Not actually. There's a this side on the West Donetsk, and then there's the Avdiivka front. So let's go to the one on the western part of Donetsk city first. The biggest news is actually the Russians managed to break through the central area. So the Marinka, the fighting has been around Druzhby Avenue for a very long time, and finally, in the latest information, is also considered by the pro-Ukrainian side, Deep State UA, that the Russian forces have managed to progress from the central parts of Marinka, and they managed to come to this new line. The line by the Ukrainian side is, I think, by the neutral side, Surya maps is not so advanced. It's actually only around here. I haven't updated this to the Deep State UA's mapping. I forgot about it. But yeah, they basically have considered that the central area here has been lost to the Russian side. Fighting, this information is coming. You can see that Deep State UA has already declared that there is some success for the Russians in the center, and Ryba actually reported in details that they managed to break through the defenses of the Ukrainian forces. That's on the 29th. Yesterday, the information is then updated by Surya Maps, and Deep State UA considered upon confirmation that the Russian forces have virtually controlled the entire center area of Marinka, and so this is one big progress by the Russian side to be able to have this breakthrough in Marinka. So whether the Ukrainians will be able to continue to hold the line within Marinka is anyone's guess, because it really depends on whether the Russians really want to push through. Sometimes the Russians don't want to do that. They prefer to get the Ukrainians risk their life going through this road here to come to reinforce this position where the Russians just bombard away. So there's also other information. Fighting is reported at Novobakhmutivka, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. The Russian Defense Ministry simply reported a lot of shelling. Shelling reported at Volodymyrivka, Vuhledar on both days, and also at Pavlivka. The one at Pavlivka is reported by the press center of the Vostok group of forces. Basically is the flamethrower system, the TOS-1A, shelling the Ukrainian entrenchment, reportedly killing 10 soldiers. So I just want to highlight again, they basically shooting entire missiles or rockets just to kill 10 soldiers. It's quite horrendous. There is, however, some kind of attack by the Ukrainians on Novobakhmutivka. So this did not work out. The Russian Defense Ministry, as usual, call them Sabotage and Reconnaissance Group, or the DRG, the Deep Reconnaissance Group. So the Ukrainians attack this way towards Mykilske. There's a lot of gray zone around this area here, so nothing much really to talk about. There's also this bombardment onto the rear positions of the Ukrainians at Avdiivka, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. And over at the Avdiivka front, the situation is a bit different. The Ukrainians, the main big news is actually the Ukrainians launched a massive counterattack against Vodyane. So they first attacked from the northeast. This information is coming from Ryba. They first attacked in the northeast on the 29th. And then after this did not work out, they attacked from the northwest, and also this did not work out. So the position largely have not changed, but it was legitimately noted as an attack. Several tanks and infantry fighting vehicles attacked from the northwest, as you can see. So this is actually the Ukrainian counteroffensive. So which means that the Ukrainian counteroffensive has started basically around the Avdiivka region. There is a lot of different front lines, and the Ukrainian counteroffensive in terms of the Avdiivka front has kind of started. In my opinion, the one at the Kupiansk front has also already started, given the number of DRG or or recon attacks or battle combat by recon by combat. No, the number of it is too much. However, information from Miroshnikov, the pro-Ukrainian source, kind of contradict this information, saying that the Russians are the one attacking Giverny. Which sounds a bit weird, because given the Ukrainians making such major attack against Vodyane, I don't think the Russians will be pushing for Giverny. So that gives me some doubts. But Miroshnikov is a secondary source, so I will have doubts on his information regardless. So this actually kind of is one of the rare cases where his information seems to have some contradiction. There is fighting reported at Pavlivka, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Miroshnikov also reported the Russians attacking Novobakhmutivka. So yeah, he's the only one talking about Novobakhmutivka. So then there is information according to Deep State UA, the pro-Ukrainian source, talking about the concentration of Russian forces around Kruta Balka, and he's saying that the fighting at Avdiivka is actually coming from Kruta Balka, so attacking from the east of Avdiivka towards Avdiivka. And they, on the 30th, the next day, they actually reported that the Russians are attacking from Kruta Balka, as well as from the direction of Novobakhmutivka. So from the direction of Novobakhmutivka, basically is talking about from the northeast. So there is this attack coming from this direction. And then further up north, there is fighting reported north of Krasnohorivka. According to Ryba, they say that there's fighting near the near the railway. So this is the railway. So there's some fighting around this area here. And the Ukrainians actually have reinforcement at Novokalinove in reaction to the Russian actions within this front here. So anyway, I think this is all from the Donetsk Front, and I'll see you. Press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next update.